It's almost like he wants to do the worst that he could possibly do to show this country. His slow.
Jesse, I find that he's smartest when they drop his audio.
Enter Gutfeld. Calm, collected, wearing that trademark smirk that says, I know this is going to get me yelled at on Twitter, and I'm fine with it. He opens with a jab. You know, De Niro's become less of an actor and more of a very loud Yelp review in a human suit. And not a helpful one either. One of those all-caps rants about a Starbucks lid being on crooked. The panel laughs. Gutfeld isn't done. He keeps going.
They can't see it themselves, and they're not surrounded by people telling them that they have a problem, and they lack self-awareness because everybody either tells them they're wonderful or wants to sell. So he has no clue what he's doing, and he's upset over the emotional nature. His anger is emotional about Trump. It's nothing practical.
You're right.
It's fascinating. De Niro played legendary characters who were complex, conflicted, and deep. Now he's reduced to playing one character, a bitter old man yelling at the sky like the weather personally owes him an apology. And this wasn't just Gutfeld tossing insults. No, he was holding a mirror. And what he showed America was something even funnier than a punchline. The reality that Robert De Niro, once the poster boy of cinematic cool, had somehow transformed into your opinionated uncle who ruins every Thanksgiving by quoting MSNBC like it's scripture. Gutfeld continues, look, I love De Niro in Taxi Driver. I loved him in Goodfellas. But I'm starting to think the real acting was convincing us he had range beyond grumpy guy with clenched fists. Because now, every time he opens his mouth, it's like watching a parody of himself written by a politically obsessed high school drama club. He leans in, lowering his voice slightly for effect. The guy said recently that he wants to punch Trump in the face. Punch. In the face. This from a man who hasn't thrown a punch since choreographed fight scenes required 6 stuntmen and a CGI budget.
Of course, the real story is how accusations of Trump's nutty behavior always ends up with the accusers acting nuttier. De Niro calls Trump crazy as he goes crazier. Adam Schiff calls Trump a liar as he makes up quotes. Dems talk about undermining institutions as they try to undermine an election. But when asked for reasons why Trump shouldn't be president, all Bobby had were sputtering F-bombs. His resistance had run out of script.
Honestly, if De Niro ever tried to hit someone, his shoulder would file for early retirement.